Welcome. In front of me is a Motorola Razr 60, and today I will show you how you can import contacts from a SIM card to the device. So, to get started, you will want to open up your standalone contacts application, such as this one right over here. And this one is from Google, so comes with, I would say, some of its downsides, but anyway, one of the downsides will be, well, this. Allow contacts to send you notifications. Now, why the hell would contacts as an application would ever send you notifications beyond me, as this application is used to store contacts? What could possibly be the notification it wants to give me? Congrats, I have imported another contact. So yeah, I'm not going to be allowing it as it's not needed. Now, in here, because I am not signed into a Google account, this changes just a little bit what we'll be seeing, but I'll mention what you might be potentially seeing depending on if you are signed into your account or not. Well, if you're not, you're basically going to see the same exact thing that I can see. So first thing you want to go is to go to Organize tab right over here, and if you're not signed in, just select Manage SIM. Now, if you are signed into your Google account, which I'm not, you will need to scroll all the way to the bottom. Google will prioritize themselves, so all Google options will be at the very forefront in this entire page of options, which we're only interested in this one, which is part of this device, and it's at the bottom at that point. Now, give it a second. Sometimes when you click on it, it takes a moment to load these contacts. They will show up eventually. Sometimes it just happens right away. Sometimes it takes as much as time as it did for me right now, or even longer. So anyway, as you can see, it loaded them up eventually. And these are all the contacts that I actually have on that SIM card. There's only 3 of them. And normally they would all be selected like they are for me. As long as none of these contacts exist on all the locations, I will be importing the contacts to. Now, here comes the portion which I'll kind of take a moment to just crap on Google for reasons that I consider to be absolutely justifiable. So when you select to import contacts and you have this page visible, there is 2 different options that you might see. I have no idea which one you see. I think it's based on the app version, but the old one, there would be a right between the first contact that you have and the Manage SIM, a drop-down menu. If you are signed into a Google account, that menu will be there. If you're not, like me, it just doesn't show up. And if you are signed in, that menu will automatically default to the Google account. That's what you're going to see there. And if you have multiple accounts, you can choose from the drop-down menu other ones, or also you can select the option that it selects by default for me, which is this device. It will be also visible there. But because I don't have any other option than this device, it doesn't even show this as an option right here. So that's option number 1. Now, option number 2, in terms of how it's laid out, is a window at the bottom right here. Now, this one I have a massive problem with, and there's a chance that that's what you're going to be seeing. So what it will do is show you 2 options. Almost always, assuming you are signed into, actually always when you signed into Google account. Now, if you are not signed in, it's actually just going to show you this device as the only option visible, and you need to actually click on it to confirm it, otherwise we're just going to go back. But the other option is a little bit more nefarious, I would consider, because I find it to be absolutely manipulative behavior from Google that is completely unacceptable on what they're trying to achieve. I consider this to be absolute theft of data. So the other option is when you are signed into a Google account, these manipulative little shits have the audacity to put device and Google as the single option, and then the device only option, which is visible when you are not signed into a Google account, is hidden away under more. Now, here comes the thing that pisses the living shit out of me, is the fact that regardless of how many Google accounts you have on your devices, you can have more than one, obviously, it will show you each one of them independently, right above each other, right? So it will be, for instance, device and Google account 1, device Google account number 2, device Google account number 3, each being its separate option. And then device only always is hidden under more. Not, the 5 different accounts that you might have. No, that doesn't deserve a more page. That deserves to be taking entire fucking page right here. But the one that you might be interested in, the one that isn't going to steal your data, and the one that isn't trying to manipulate you, that one is hidden. For manipulative bullshit reasons, obviously. So, to explain why this is manipulative. Google has the audacity to put device and Google. Now, for people that would be looking for importing contacts to the device, they'll see, device as a first option, right? So you automatically will be like, oh, cool. I mean, that's the only if you have only one account, which usually people do, you will see device and Google. I guess that's what I'm going to select. You're not going to go digging into more. It's just not what we do. So that's what you're going to click. And automatically, Google just kind of gain access to data that they should not have access to, in my opinion, because they never asked for consent to that data, to the people that this data belongs to. That's the kind of, very important portion. This data isn't yours, actually. The phone numbers that you can see right here are not yours. They're your friends, families, and so on. Now, you don't really have ability to consent for someone else, but Google is using you as a fucking patsy for that. And I absolutely consider this to be a disgusting bullshit corporate piece of shit behavior. One that should be literally criminalized. So make sure that you select the device only, as there's no reason why you should be giving data to Google so they can basically make their little piece of shit ad profiles, sell this data, and make revenue off of it, while you get to enjoy next year's increase in price of devices. How about no? So, in any case, when you select device only, you can obviously deal with your contacts right here. However many you want to import, you can deselect ones that you don't want. And I want to point out one thing. Like I mentioned, some contacts might be grayed out and deselected. And if that is the case, that contact is already imported on all the locations you're trying to import. If you selected device and Google, it would mean that this contact is present on your phone and also on the Google account. If it would be only on one, let's say your device, but not Google, that contact would then be normally selected. And you can uncheck it if you want to. Anyway, from there you can click on import, and that will be where another manipulative behavior will show up, which will be a pop-up somewhere right here, right when you click on import, to basically, I think it states something along the lines of clear SIM card storage of imported contacts, I think something like that, and to clear storage or delete imported contacts from your SIM card, contacts that haven't been imported won't be affected. It's something along those lines. It basically wants to delete the backup of your contacts that is safely stored on a physical SIM card on your phone, so you can be later on easily persuaded to back it up to the cloud, even if you didn't do it. For obvious reasons, right? It's Google's revenue that they're trying to gain here. Data equals money. So that's basically another manipulative behavior. Obviously, select keep. There's no reason why you should be deleting these contacts, because when we go to our contacts list, you can see that, whoa, contacts from SIM card don't even show up right here. So there's no reason why you should be deleting them, as they don't even get in your way. But if something would happen with your phone, what you can do is easily take out that SIM card, put it in another device, and off you go. You have all of your contacts. But Google doesn't want you to have those, obviously, because they want to literally delete them. One more thing. When you have, I believe, the pop-up version at the bottom when you import contacts, you also actually will be able to select from here, when you basically where it says all contacts, when you click on it, you should have a SIM as a separate option right here. So it would be like all contacts, device, SIM, and also if you have a Google account, that will show you also the Google account as another option as well. But again, these contacts never will show up. They don't get duplicated. That's also nice. So if you have contacts on both your phone and your Google account, said contact will only show up as a single option right here. When you go to edit it, like right here, it will then give you the option as a pop-up window to choose if you want to import the one that is on your device or the one that is on the Google account. And talking about why I don't recommend importing to the cloud, meaning to Google, is this page right here. When you go to edit it, there is a lot of personal information that you can fill out in here. A lot of information that if you're close to someone, you can fill out, obviously, but I don't believe Google should have access to it at any point, unless they go and ask the person that this information belongs to for consent. So we have things like your first name, last name, company, multiple numbers, as you can add more. You can add labels, notes, email, birthday when they were born, address where they live, and others include related people, departments, job titles, nicknames, and so on. You know what? Maybe you should also grab their credit card information and the 3 digits at the back. And give it to Google too. Oh wait, shit, they already have that actually. So, you know what, no, get their social security. You can add it in, in notes field. Because why the hell not? I mean, Google most likely wants that, or probably even has it. So yeah, I honestly don't recommend doing this out of just privacy concerns. Now, for people that import their contacts to the cloud because they rely on these contacts showing up on other devices, which is a fair argument, I can offer you some kind of workaround to this, not a flawless one like this one would be with the cloud, but one that will be completely off the grid in a way and allow you to have full control of those contacts while not selling out the information. So that would be to basically download an application that allows you to create a backup of your entire contacts list, including everything that you have filled out in these fields. One of the things that does matter, when you import them to the device or to the Google account, you have a lot of options that you can add. Photos, names, so on, right? A lot of fields. When they're on a SIM card, you only have the name of the contact and the number. There's no other fields for you to add. By creating a backup of your contacts, you actually can back up everything that would be filled out in here. And that would create, if I remember correctly, a VCF file. That VCF file can be Bluetooth shared to other devices. It can be zipped up and emailed to yourself. I don't know, attached as an attachment in something like a WhatsApp message or anything like that. Or just moved on to a SD card or flash drive and moved to the other device. And single click on it to import the entire contacts list. It's super easy. And once you kind of make that file, it's kind of forget it. You have a nice safe backup of it that Google doesn't have access to it. So I would say that's thumbs up. So that's kind of like a not perfect workaround, but it's definitely safer and more private. So anyway, with that being said, I hope you found this very helpful. And if you did, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.